Welcome back. Today we're going to do the fuel filter on a Ford Ranger T6 or PX2. We have a new filter, we have a new O-ring, and it's going to go into this housing here. Let's get started. So for this job we're obviously going to need a new filter, a new O-ring gasket. We're then also going to need a pair of rubber gloves. Bear in mind this is fuel. On the same token we're going to need an old cloth. There will be fuel dripping about. We will need a torch, a flat blade screwdriver, and some sort of paint pen or marker pen or something along them lines to mark the cartridge filter. Now this is the fuel filter. It's a Marl KX385D. It was from Euro Car Parts, and that is £14.25 including the VAT. So the first thing you want to do is identify your fuel filter housing and where that is in the engine bay. It is right next to your battery, and it is this housing here. So the first thing you want to do is head down underneath the filter with your hand, and I'm just going to have a look down there. You can see this connector here, this electrical connector, this needs unplugging, so it is difficult to get the camera down there, but you will literally pull that off the car, and then you can see that connector there if I can move it enough. And then you will literally do a pinch on that and unplug it. Okay, so you see that's unplugged. That'll allow us to lift the filter out when it's disconnected from the fuel lines. So the next thing you're going to want to do is undo the 4 tabs here, so red and blue. Now you're going to have to make sure that you keep these in the right order for when they go back on the car. Once they're all flicked up like that, now's the time to get the cloth underneath. So as you can see, I've just wedged a cloth down here. It's not going to stop all the fuel spilling. There's not a lot anyway, but you just need to pull these off, and you will get some drips, more so out of the bottom ones when you pull the bottom ones off. There you go, that one. That should stop in a second. Once you've done that, you should now be able to lift out the cartridge. And you see that disconnected electrical component at the bottom. So the filter's now off the car. What you're going to need to do, but you've got these little arrows on the side here, so you need to make sure that these are lined up. Now this is where I also use, I've got a tire art pen, but I want to just make some marks across the housing to make sure, you can see that it's been done before in orange. I want to just make sure everything's lined up perfectly again when we put this back together to the right strength and setting. So now what we're going to do, we're going to undo that ring and just wiggle the fuel filter apart. There will be fuel in there at this point, so make sure you use a bowl. Leave that to one side for a second. So we're just going to replace this rubber O-ring here. You might need something like a small screwdriver or a pick or something like that to get that off. I'm just going to take this rubber ring off now. That one's for the bin. Replace it with the new one that comes with the fuel filter, just making sure it sits back in the groove correctly. That shouldn't need any sort of persuasion to go back in there. And that's the bottom half done. So the old filter will just pop off. We'll leave that in there for a minute. And now we're going to fit the new one. So we'll leave that to one side. I have gone inside and wiped that out with an old rag. There's nothing too messy in there. We then pop in the new filter. find our lines using the tire art pen, match them back up top to bottom, and then we tighten this retaining screw ring here. Now this might need a little bit of pushing down. It will go eventually, and then we tighten that up until we're in line, so we're all good. So that's exactly how it came off the car. I'm just going to give that a quick wipe up now, and then we'll refit it. So now we're back at the car. We've got our housing with the new fuel filter installed. We're going to connect this first, this electrical connector. It's much easier this way around now. So if you go fishing in the void, you will find your connector. Connect the two ends together, make sure they click, and then we're just going to drop the housing back in where it came from, making sure that we keep all of these connectors in the right order, and we will connect the bottom ones first, and then the top, pushing the tabs down as we go. Again, bottom ones first, followed by the top, making sure everything is connected as we go. And that is the filter complete. So now we've done the filter, what we're going to do is we're just going to prime the fuel system. And to do that, all we need to do is go to just stage 2 ignition and just wait 30 seconds. Now you might hear some swirling going on under the bonnet. That's fine, don't worry about it. And what we're going to do is, again, we're going to wait for 30 seconds, then we're going to switch off, and then we're going to try this again, and we're going to do this 3 times. Okay, so I'm just going to have a quick check for leaks. Bone dry, so we're all good. Let's give it a quick wipe over where we've been working. And now we're ready to start the truck. So we've done the filter, we've primed the fuel system, we've been and checked our work for any leaks and errors. If all that is good and you've checked all that off, I think now is time you go and start your truck. Now that does sound good to me, but if you do have any lumpiness or idle problems, I would suggest you leave your truck running for at least a couple of minutes. That should solve your problem if you've done everything correctly. There are more Ranger servicing videos coming soon, so please, if you like this one, drop me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.